I like having him near me, so if you hear panting, please just ignore it because I want him next to me. Hi, Bubby. Oh, he's a big boy. Anyways, hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome here for the first time if you've never been. My name is Grace, and this week we are going to be talking about our goals and kind of like the halfway year reset and kind of like get us back on track to living our happiest and best life. I would say the thing that you want to do for this video is go back and think about the kind of like ideas and thoughts that you had for this year and kind of the things that you wanted to go into this year feeling or thinking, or just remind yourself of those things throughout the year and kind of just revisit them and see if you've been holding those like phrases or words or questions close to your heart and in the actions that you do all the time. And also going back and looking at the actual goals that you wrote down. So I'm gonna go through mine right now and kind of show you my process of how I'm like recalibrating myself, I guess, and hopefully it inspires you to kind of do the same. So basically what you're gonna wanna do is get out your list of goals and read out the goals that you had at the beginning of the year and kind of just give yourself an update, kind of like an honest reflection of what you've been doing this past quarter, aka this past 3 months, and seeing if you're still on track to achieving your goals or how well you've been doing with them or how they've been making you feel, and then recalibrating them if you need to, or adjusting them to make it better for your lifestyle. So my first goal this year was find a weekly schedule that makes me feel motivated to create and holds me accountable. So in the first quarter of the year, I feel like I did a pretty good job, but I didn't have as much time as I would like to create. And I feel like in this past quarter, I have been experiencing the same things, although I have been making more time to create, and I feel like in the past week or so, those things have started kind of flowing again. I really like having creative projects always kind of going, and now that I'm out of school and my free time is my own basically, I have been doing lots of things like new hobbies, all this stuff, but I have some other projects on the side that I wish I was working on more that are like creative projects. So that is something that I need to maybe time block, and that will help me kind of keep myself creating and kind of allowing myself the time to just sit and do those things instead of scrolling on my phone when I have a free moment. And that ties in directly with my number 2 goal this year, which was spend less time scrolling and unplug more. I have definitely been scrolling a bit more. I have an hour and a half lock on my phone. For some reason, I actually gave myself more time, but it's also because I'm going to try to start posting on Instagram more, and maybe I think that should be part of my goal. Mindful scrolling and creation on Instagram instead of just like mindless scrolling and wasting all my time and then running out of time. I gave myself more time on Instagram because I knew that I wanted to try to post more, and I have just been scrolling more instead. I also just downloaded this app called Flora. It seems extremely promising. I haven't used it yet because I literally downloaded it like a day or 2 ago. And I'm gonna update you guys in the next update video to see how it goes, and I think that it's going to be really great to have me use my phone less, and also it's really cool because you can put like a widget on your home screen that kind of shows what your goals are and your to-dos basically. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm very hopeful that it's going to be really positive for me as long as I actually use it. And it's on my like first home screen, so hopefully I remember to use it. Oh, and another sub goal of that goal was to kind of like read more instead of like scrolling. You could be reading. So as you know, in the last quarter, I changed my goal of 10 books by the end of the year to 22 books in 2022. So I have actually already read 10 books this year, and I will easily be able to get to 22. I'm gonna keep the goal the same though, because I want to kind of set myself up for success, if that makes sense. And I think there's nothing wrong with that in terms of goal setting, to set yourself up for success instead of creating something that's going to stress you out or potentially overwhelm you. 22 books in a year is completely achievable for me, and now that I'm not in school and I have a lot more free time. My third goal this year was to get outside and explore more and do an adventure workout of the month. I think I may have mentioned in the last video that we're not doing an adventure workout of the month just because our schedules are so crazy. And by our, I mean mine and my boyfriend's. Our schedules are so crazy that it's almost impossible to like go out and like do something like planned. And one new development in the last quarter is actually that I got officially diagnosed with ADHD. So now we both officially, well, he's been diagnosed since he was young, but now we both officially have a diagnosis for ADHD. So sometimes the like once a month things is really hard for both of us to do when there's so much else going on. So we've just been trying to get outside more and like do things like that. I've joined my community garden, and my boyfriend just started surfing. So we've actually been going to the beach a lot lately. So that's been super fun. And I think that kind of like counts as like going outside, adventuring, working out. Although he's the only one working out, I'm just lying on the beach, you know, having a good time. But I think that definitely ticks off the box of like going out, doing something outside more often. So I'm definitely proud of myself for that one. And yeah, just some other like random little goals and milestones that I've set for myself are working on a project that I'm doing. And in the past few weeks, I've definitely been getting some more headway on that, and that's been really good. And I'm excited about that. And also the baking one new thing a month. So definitely for the past 2 months, I've baked like a recipe that I've already baked before, but right after I film this video, I'm actually gonna go bake something new. So that's good. So I've kind of been pretty okay about that, but you know, as long as I bake at least one thing a month, I think that's good. And I would say if a majority of them are new recipes, then I feel positive about it. So yeah, I mean, this is the year of ease and prioritizing your well-being. In general, I feel like now that we've gotten halfway through the year and I've kind of seen like what my year has looked like, I would say my main goal for this year is just like my overall well-being, and have that be at the forefront of all of the things that I'm doing. I don't want to do something because I feel like I'm obligated to do it or I'm forced to do it. I just know that all of these goals are set up for me, by me, to make me happier, because I know what makes me happy. I know getting outside makes me happy. I know reading makes me feel happy and centered. I know baking makes me excited and it's something nice to enjoy. And all of these things are set up by me so that I have a more positive year. And so far, it's been working. I've had a really lovely year. Obviously, there've been several down times, and there's been a few other times where I'm feeling very overwhelmed. But in general, I get out of those little funks much faster than I used to. So I'm definitely excited. Sorry about all the noise. I'm definitely excited about that and the progress that I've made just in the past year alone, like from this moment to exactly 1 year ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about it because it's not for anyone else to know but me. But basically, the progress that I've made in the past year emotionally has been something that I'm the most proud of myself for. And yeah, just really excited for life and continuing to try to have a mindful and centered life and just bring happiness and joy and ease into my life wherever I can. So with that, I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope that it was helpful for you, kind of like sit down, see my brain working, and maybe you can find some inspiration from that to kind of organize your own year or reflect on what you've been doing this year and how you can realign that to the kind of centered goal that you wanted to have this year. But yeah, I think that's basically it. I really wish the best for all of you guys, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your year. And make sure you subscribe so that you can see the next video for the check-in in 3 more months, and then the one at the end of the year as well, so we can kind of see our progress throughout the year and take stock on what things made us happiest and what we can continue to do in the new year to continue to bring ourselves joy. So yeah, I'll see you guys again next week in another video. Bye. Jack, literally what are you doing?